I finally got to take Knock at the Cabin from my list. Knock at the Cabin is actually adapted from the 2018 critically acclaimed book by Paul Tremblay, Cabin at the End of the World. It's a horror thriller, but the end was kind of anticlimactic for me, if I'm being honest. The end was just like, okay. But for the movie, I rate the movie a 2 because even in as much as the book was a bit anticlimactic for me, I will always pick the end of the book over the one that was made in the movie. Like the movie followed a different route. I did not like the end at all. This movie and this book follows this little girl and her dad. Gwen was minding her business, playing and trying to catch grasshoppers outside when she encountered this soft-spoken, really big guy, Leonard, played by Dave Bautista. It was refreshing to see Dave play this role. I just liked that he played the role. At first, the conversation was cordial, although stranger danger. When was aware of this, but Leonard seemed harmless, so she engaged him. But soon enough, this comfortable rapport became a little bit weird. This stranger started saying things like, oh, that he's here for a reason and all of that. So it kind of creeped the little girl out and she ran to meet her dad's. This man also had other people coming. So there were these four strangers who came to their cabin where they were vacationing, and they broke in at last after much negotiation and trying to stop it from happening. These four strangers broke into the cabin and they presented this couple and their little girl this really bizarre task that they are to save the world from a lot of calamities by harming themselves, that's ending their own lives. This will sound crazy to anybody, but the issue is these four strangers, anytime these couples refuse to harm themselves, they end their own lives. So one by one, they're ending their own lives, and it's just really gruesome and it was crazy to me. This same thing happened in the movie, but there are some changes here and there. But the major change here is how the movie ended from the book. So I'll always, like I said earlier, I'll pick the end of the book over the movie because in the book, it just kind of made sense to me. Spoiler alert. Although it really hurt me when it happened, the little girl was shot accidentally. And while I was watching the movie, I was just saying, oh no, please. Like, I hope that they change that part and when actually survives with her dad's. But to my utter disappointment, they decided to take another path. In this couple dynamic, Andrew is more logical, if I can say that. So while everything was happening, he was trying to make this stranger see what he's trying to like make things more logical. Things happen in the world, and can't tell me that any my life will save the world. But Eric is sort of he believes in stuff, and he's a believer. He even goes to church and all of that. So he also had a concussion. He started believing what these people were saying, like, okay, these strangers, they saw a vision together. Like he just started believing stuff. He saw a light and all that. So he started believing stuff bit by bit, little by little. Even his partner was trying to caution him that don't allow these people get into your head. You're able to get into his head. And at the end of the day, this couple, they were able to walk into the darkness, not knowing what to expect from the world out there. If the world is already in shambles, they don't know. All they know, with their little girl's body, they walked into the darkness. In the movie, Eric decided to end his life to save the world. I was so pissed when I saw this part because I just could not understand why it would happen. And although I got the message quite clear, I just did not. It just did not make any sense to me, because that ending explains they're trying to say that okay, even when it comes to this, that okay, this man has to save the world. The world does not even care if they find out that okay, this man decided to end his life to save the world. Like the world will not care. That's what I read from it. But at the same time, I did not really like the end. The end did not make any sense to me. I was happy that Wayne survived, but I wanted her and her dad's to go. So yeah, that's it for my book to movie review. If you like this video, you should definitely subscribe to this channel because I'll be doing more book reviews, book recommendation, and books or movie recommendation as well. So stay tuned.